Hello, I'm Abbi Glines, author of the Rosemary Beach and Sobre series, and today I'm going to tell you about my new young adult series, The Field Party. The Field Party is going to be about a group of teenagers, mostly the football players, in a small town of Lawton, Alabama. It's going to be about their lives, how they interact. Each one of the boys, well, 9 of the boys that you get close to in the series, they're all going to have their own story. You're going to get to know what makes them tick. You're going to get to follow them through the perils of high school and all the things they go through. In the first book, West Ashby is the running back for the Lawton Lions football team. He's very angry and he's dealing with something in his life that he's not sharing with anyone, not even his closest friends. The girl in the book's name is Maggie, or Magnolia, but they call her Maggie. And she's had a tragedy in her life and she's come to live with her cousin Brady, who's the quarterback for the Lawton Lions. Because of her interaction with her cousin and his friends, she and West end up having a friendship that develops because they both are dealing with something. As West deals with his heartbreak, she's dealt with something very similar. So that's where their connection is. I don't want to give anything else away on that, but the second book will be about Brady, the quarterback, and something from his past and an issue with a girl from his past. And it's tragic and it's sad, but in the end, it all wraps up to be happy. I really like field parties and Friday nights and football games. That's what I grew up with. That's all we had in a small town. I lived in North Alabama. We didn't even have a Walmart parking lot. We seriously had a field. And we had the Friday night football games and everything revolved around that football team. If they won or lost, it's what carried the town all week long. The fall was the most important thing to them. And I don't know, I guess it takes me back to my high school years and how our world worked. And I like to create more drama and stories around that because I think it's kind of fascinating. Well, for starters, they're in high school, and you can't really do new adult with kids in high school because they are young adults. And I wanted to do something back in high school again. I wanted to take the drama back to high school, but it to be deeper than my past young adult books. Something that wasn't just about the romance edge, but it had more depth to it and things that teenagers really face. And I wanted to throw some football and Friday nights in there too. At Christy Petrie asked, does the Field Party have all new characters or are characters from other series by Abbi Glines in the new series? These are completely new characters. I know many of you are curious if Nate Finlay is going to show up in the series. He is not. The Rosemary Beach series is not over, folks, and it would be really weird if a baby in the Rosemary Beach series was 17 years old in another series. So hang on, one day he'll get his series. At Jan Nadine 1, is the Field Party going to be a love triangle story? Well, not in the first book. I've not written the second book yet, so I don't know. The first book is not a love triangle. I'm sure a love triangle will pop up because this is young adult book and this is teenagers. But as of right now, I don't really see a love triangle in the future. I don't see one in the second book either. At Barnes VJ, how many books are you planning for this series? If it's 10 or more, I'm happy. Well, right now it's 9. I've actually only signed a contract for 3. We're hoping that if the series does well, that we will have the 9 books in the series. But right now, 9 are planned. At Clothes W, since the Field Party is YA, which is young adult, and not NA, which is new adult, does that mean no steamy scenes? No, that doesn't mean that. However, you're not going to get a Rosemary Beach scene because that would be gross because they're in high school. But there is a scene after a very hard moment for West. There is a steamy scene in the book. It's not going to be like my other books, no, because it is young adult. Is there a release date for the Field Party and title for the first book? Yes, there is a title. It's Until Friday Night. The release date, however, is up in the air. We were going to shoot for September of 2015. It's very possible that will be August of 2015. We're not sure yet, but as soon as I know, I'll make sure I let everyone else know. Thanks for all your questions. I enjoyed answering them. I can't wait for you to read The Field Party.